17-year-old edgelord. Mom always trying to catch me smoking weed. Avoid detection with a bluff every time. Every once in a while she'll say, "You smell like weed, Anon." Always respond with bullshit like, "I don't do that stuff. Test me if you don't believe me." This strategy works for a solid year and a half. Get cocky with my bamboozling. Grow less and less cautious. Hotboxing my friend's shitty Honda Civic after running practice. Let's call him Dan. Dan just got a new bubbler and a quarter of Moby Dick. Absolutely euphoric. Dan forgot to bring the eye drops. Say fuck it, because I strongly believe in my bluffing strategy. Come home for dinner, chromed as fuck. I try my usual test me bullshit. She says,
"Okay, Anon, I will."
What? Try to play it off and act indifferent. Say some edgelord shit like, "Okay, whatever." She says she's getting a test from Walgreens tomorrow on the way home from work. Sit down and eat Mom's shitty chicken. I need to think of a plan. Call Dan later that night. Dan's been a smoking the devil's lettuce for much longer than I have. Dan will know what to do. Dan will save me. Dan says I just need clean piss. Only one problem with that plan. I'm a beta edgelord fuckstick. Dan is my only friend. Dan has a solution. His parents tried to test him a while back, but he had a secret weapon. He has a little sister. Let's call her Laura. Laura is a 15-year-old 7 out of 10 sophomore. Piss cleaner than Mr. Clean's sparkling bleached butthole after an OxyClean enema. Dan gives me her Snapchat. I'd lie about getting nudes, but I'm too beta to even make up a story about that. Hit her up and tell her what's going on. Laura agrees to help if I pay for her lunch tomorrow and give some extra cash. Laura is piss Jesus. Feel relieved. Go blaze in the shower with my shitty little pipe. Go to bed right after. Tomorrow is the big day. Wake up and go to school. Day goes slow as fuck, but it's finally lunchtime. Everybody goes to McDonald's for lunch. Dan and I meet Laura in McD's. Give her extra empty bottle I brought to piss in. She goes to the ladies' room and comes back with a full bottle in hand. Tuck warm urine receptacle into my backpack and step into line to get food. Me and Dan both get Big Mac meals, and Laura gets the 10-piece chicken nugget meal. Total is $16.50, so I just pay for everybody with a 20. Give Laura the change, and she says we're even. Eat, finish school, skip practice, and head home. It's showtime, fuckers. Stash Laura's piss in the bathroom cabinet. Smug bitch mom gets home an hour later with multi-drug piss test. We'll see who gets the last laugh. She hands me a cup, and I head to the bathroom. Piss loudly into the toilet. Quietly pour some of Laura's piss into the cup. Pour rest into toilet, then hide the bottle. Take cup to mom. She puts the test stick into the piss. 5 minutes pass. It's negative for marijuana, but it's positive for cocaine. What the flippity flip jam is going on? Mom goes full ape mode, takes my phone and says I'm grounded for half a year. Searches my dresser and finds my weed. I'm double fucked. I'm in shock. How could this happen? I, the bamboozler, was bamboozled by some 15-year-old bitch. Can't sleep. Stay up all night, thinking of how I'm going to kick Laura's ass tomorrow. Next morning, I'm in Hulk mode. It's time for revenge. Barely even notice bitch mom. Can only think about revenge on Laura. Get to school early. Go to side door where she and her friends always hang out before class starts. Walk up to the bitch and sucker punch her in the kidney. My fist bounces off of her scaly hide and she barely realizes. At that moment, I realize Laura is actually an 8-story tall aquatic monster from the Paleozoic era. The goddamn Loch Ness Monster gave me her cocaine piss. I yelled, "Why would you do this to me?" up to the towering beast. Before Laura, or Nessie as I then knew her to be, responded, I remembered. The McDonald's cost $16.50, and I paid with a 20. 20 minus $16.50 equals $3.50. The goddamn Loch Ness Monster made me fail a drug test just so it could have about $3.50.